Hello and welcome to a new Vanguard Zero video. So there's a lot I kind of want to talk about here. So basically the main crux of this video is the idea that the new ranked season, the one that started today only a few hours ago, is the NOCIEL season. Finally, our first Angel Feather ranked season. I can't believe it took this long to get one. I mean, I feel like there are probably other clans out there who haven't gotten one yet, but like, not including the event clans, because of course the event clans aren't going to get one until they stop being event clans. But I feel like it took a while for Angel Feather to get a ranked season, and I get it because, I mean, that's kind of the thing, right? If you're really into a clan like Angel Feather or like Mega Colony or something like that, you kind of just gotta agree with the idea that your clan isn't gonna get that much attention. It's a shame, but it's something we have to live with. I definitely can sympathize with a lot of other players out there who are also fans of kind of underrated clans. You know, we can't all be Kagro means, I guess. But yeah, whatever, that's fine. But it's finally here, and I'm gonna be talking about my plans because, of course, I mean, I guess I say it every video, but I may as well repeat because it's kind of really important to the premise of this video, is the fact that I am an Angel Feather main. So, I kind of want this card. So, okay, what is it we're actually looking for? Well, first of all, we've got these Genesis sleeves. I can take them or leave them. I'll obviously get them because they're so easy to get. And then I do really genuinely want these sleeves. Again, very easy to get, so I'm going to get them regardless of what I do this season because they're just so easy to get. But those I do genuinely want. But also we want Love Machine Gun NOCIEL. So of course, as usual with every ranked season, this is a alternate artwork reprint of an already existing card in the game. A card I've already got a playset of. So I don't need this card. I think that's something that really importantly stressed. Sometimes people do the ranked fights and stuff and the ranked season so that they can get a card they actually need. For example, in the previous season, it was Ashley, and that was a brand new card. There were a lot of people who didn't have that card yet, and so it was, you know, so it was easy. It was easy to just play the ranked mode to get the playset of it that way. And also, you know, Royal Paladin is a really popular clan, obviously. So first of all, I feel like I'm kind of lucky here. Not that many people are going to be going after this NOCIEL, I feel like. I feel like this is going to be one of the least popular ranked seasons, and that's great for me for reasons we'll get to in a sec. You know, this is a card that's already been out for a very long time, so anyone who wants it has definitely had more than long enough to get a playset of it already. But also, yeah, Angel Feather, not exactly the most popular clan out there. So, luckily, this should be one of the easier seasons to climb in. And that's good because we're going to be talking about our strategy in a second. Another thing I'm going to point out before we go any further is this here. The Angel thing. Because, I mean, first of all, I need to point it out because, hey, bushiroad, you still haven't fixed that yet. Come on, guys. Basically, it's Angel misspelt with an E instead of an A. And that's been there since Angel Feathers were added to the English version for some reason. And I do want to kind of spread some light, actually, and say there's kind of a reason it's like that. I mean, it's not a good excuse, but I can kind of see why they fucked that up. I don't think it's a case of them pressing the wrong button on the keyboard, although that is very possible too. But instead, I think what it is it's a mistranslation error. So basically, in the katakana for Angel, and I'm assuming the Japanese card uses the katakana, I think it does, it would be spelled with katakana, well, that would be enjeru, so it would be enjeru. And the katakana for the first letter, the e, well, in English, we usually substitute that for an e, because e and e are similar sounds. And so I think that's what they've done. I think they've accidentally mistranslated it because in Japanese, enjeru sounds like angel, especially if you say it quickly, enjeru. But when you type it like that with the E, it doesn't really make sense because it says angel instead of angel. And I know this isn't a problem the trading card game has run into. This is just a Zero problem. But guys, fix it, please. So I'm here to say it kind of makes sense why they messed that up, but also they still shouldn't have messed it up anyway. I guess that was a quick little tangent. So another thing I want to mention, actually, it won't let me zoom into the artwork until I actually have a copy of this card, and that's going to be a while from now. I don't actually like the artwork as much. as the normal NOCIEL I already have. So as I was clarifying earlier, I'm doing this for selfish reasons. I know there are like, this isn't the most strategic way of playing the game, but basically I just want this card because NOCIEL is my favorite card in the game so far. I really love Machine Gun NOCIEL. And even though I don't like this artwork quite as much, I still want it because it's like, well, it's there. I would have done this with basically any Angel Feather card. So basically the plan for me this season is to grind as much as possible and try and get the NOCIEL. So let's look at what we need to do to get NOCIEL. So for the first copy, you need to reach Legend 8. So I'm already Legend. I've been a Legend for months now, so that's not a problem. And then there's another one at Legend 16. And then there's another one at Legend 24. And then the last one is all the way down here at Legend 40. 40 is quite a high ask. Now, of course, luckily for me, Legend 40 is only what I need to reach if I want 4 copies of the normal NOCIEL. Because to get a playset, it's actually quite a bit easier than that. You only really need to get 1 or 2 of these NOCIELs. And then from the rank reward here, if you can get in the top 100 players, or even just the top 500 players, you get 2 copies of the SP, like so. So all I need to do, hypothetically, is reach like Legend 16, hope that's enough to get me in the top 500. Will it or will it not? I guess we'll see. If not, of course, we can grind some more and then pick up the 2 SP. So honestly, we only really need to reach like around level like Legend 25, I'd say, to get that second one. I don't particularly care for like, the shield thing or anything like that. Maybe if it was Angel Feather themed, I would care for it more, but it's just a Christmas tree, so nah, don't really care. Of course, obviously, the goal would be to get the Love Machine Gun first place reward. That's not going to happen. I've seen what rank you need to get first place. That's not going to happen. Hey, dear Shiroyasha, if you're watching this, please don't grind as much as you usually do, thanks. Because Shiroyasha, I know Shiroyasha, they're in my Discord server, and they watch my videos. And they usually get first place in each rank season. Hey, if you're watching this, hey, could you do me a favor and just not? this time? Just this one time. Nah, I'm joking. Do whatever you want. I just thought that was funny to mention in the video. Okay, so basically the plan is just to get as many of the NOCIEL as possible. That's the plan, Obviously, in a perfect world, I would get 4 copies of the normal one and 4 copies of the SP one. But obviously, especially that 4th SP one, that's not realistic, let's face it. So we're just going to try and grind as much as possible to get it. Now, of course, where things get interesting is you realize what time of year it is. What time of year is it? Well, it's the second half of December. The busiest time of year. I feel like I can say that. I feel like regardless of who you are and what holidays you celebrate, this is still a busy time of year. And luckily, that plays with me and against me, because I feel like that means that, one, there's going to be more VP farmers, because people aren't going to play on Christmas, unless you are going to play on Christmas. That's fair too. But I feel like on days like Christmas and New Year's Eve, we're going to see a lot of VP farmers, that kind of thing, because people are going to be, living their life and not just sat here grinding on a phone game like I am. So that's going to be good for us climbing. Usually I'm kind of indifferent to VP farmers. I don't mind them if there's not many, but if there's a lot, I really hate it. But for this one time only, I'm forming a truce. I'm shaking some hands. Give me that NOCIEL, basically. Yep, Rekka, cool, good. You've said that 50 billion times, but you know what? I'm not going to even complain. So that's basically the plan, just try and get as many NOCIELs as possible. Obviously, this would be incredible if I could somehow get number 1, but like I said, that ain't happening. I would have to reach like 10 legend ranks a day to even have a chance of getting first place. And especially now that they've made it so the Vanguard Zero have recently added a change with this season onwards, where you cannot have the same rank and share a place. So basically in previous seasons, what would happen is lots of people would get the same rank as each other, and so you'd have like 30 different people that were all first place, and they would all get the first place prize. That's not happening anymore. It's the fastest person to get the highest rank now to get first place. So there's only one person in first place. So, I could be the only one in the world with that NOCIEL banner, but I also feel like I'm kind of putting a target on my back. I feel like there's now going to be at least one person who watches this video and intentionally grinds as much as possible just so they can spitefully take it from me. And you know what? If anyone's willing to do that, I guess I can't stop you. So, but basically the plan here is to try and grind as much as possible, get as many NOCIELs as possible. So I'm gonna quickly go into my cards to show you what Angel Feather cards I have right now, because I did mention this on Twitter and someone asked me, well, how many NOCIELs do you have? And as I mentioned earlier, I'm purely doing this for selfish reasons. I know that eventually the rank reward cards will get added to the tournament thing, and I guess I'll talk about the tournament thing in a sec. So if I want that NOCIEL, I can just, you know, keep grinding the tournament mode whenever it happens, and then just buy it when it happens. But that won't happen for a while. I want to get this NOCIEL as soon as possible, and like I said, I kind of want to get it like the way of grinding the legend rank. So, and plus the more I do this now, the easier it's going to be when it gets added to the tournament anyway, because I have more copies of it. So yeah, the goal, of course, if I just get one, I'll be happy with that. If I can get a playset of any mixture of normals and SPs, then that would be cool too. If I can get all 8, then that would be like a dream come true. But of course, that ain't happening. So, okay, let's look at what I've got. So basically, as you'll notice, I've basically got a playset of everything. Looking at the NOCIEL, like I said, I actually like this artwork more than the alternate art, but I want the alternate art anyway. This is my favorite card in the game, this SP NOCIEL. I just really like it. And I have 5 copies of it, 4 normals and 1 SP. And if you look here, you'll see like, oh, you know, I played tournament mode just enough to get 4 copies of this because I really, really like the artwork on it. I think it looks way better than this one. I should probably also get the SP, but I don't really care for tournament mode. I think it's just kind of a waste of time. And then, of course, I also have the other Pegasus, and I do quite like this one too. So I've got all that. Everything else I've got like a playset of, basically. If you'll see, remember my pack opening video when this set first released? I somehow didn't pull any copies of this card or this card. Now I've got a full playset. And then, as you'll see, I've got 3 zerachiels, but that's fine because I've got 2 SPs, so that makes up for it. I do still want to craft that 3rd one, so it counts as a playset and I get like the profile icon and everything, just for completionism's sake. And then I've got 4 copies of Helm, 4 copies of Ramiel, and an SP of Ramiel. And of course I've still got my 2 SP perfect guards from earlier, so those look nice. Basically my plan is I'm just trying to get as many Angel Feathers as possible, and going through these, I'm not doing too bad actually. I do feel like Angel Feathers is probably one of the easier clans to complete, because there just aren't that many cards there. But like, 1 copy of zerachiel, then I've technically completed it, you know? Obviously, I could go for the SPs of these, and I could get the new alternate artwork NOCIELs, so it depends on what you count complete as. I mean, if you really want to go complete, you can go the Shirayasha route, which that's the 2nd time today I'm mentioning him, where he just gets all of the SPs, literally, and you're probably thinking, wait, no, that can't be true. No, he does. He collects every SP of certain clans. I think he's done it for Shadow Paladin and Eradicators. So, like, that's crazy. So, okay. Now we've kind of had all that stuff established. So, let's kind of reiterate so that we have the mission statement, right? So, what are we trying to do? We're trying to climb this... We're trying to climb ranked mode this season so that we can get as many copies of this Love Machine Gun NOCIEL as possible. Obviously, you know, this here would be nice too. Anything that's Angel Feather related, I'm interested in. I'm going to try to get. Obviously, it's not going to be easy. This one, I don't even know if it would be possible. So I'm going to just try and get as many of those as possible. I'm not going to set like a hard and fast, like, actual goal. But I'm going to try, and you're probably thinking, okay, so over this next season, over the next 2 or so weeks, you're going to be playing this game a lot. Yes, and that means a lot of content from me, basically. I'm going to be playing this game a lot. I'm going to be climbing, and of course, to stay true to the Angel Feather themed mission here, I'm going to be trying to do as much of it as possible with Angel Feathers. Before this, because of course I knew this was going to happen because the Japanese version got this season a little while ago, I knew it was going to happen, so I did have like some time to plan it out, and for a little while I considered like doing a video where I figured out what the highest tier deck is and tried to build it specifically so that I could climb efficiently. And I think what I came to was, in that regard, the best deck to build would have been Eradicators. But I didn't think it was worth it, because that would have been a lot of... Like, I have almost no Narukami cards right now, especially not of the Eradicators. I only opened like 20 packs from that set, so like, that ain't happening. And I already missed out on a Naoki skin, and I would want the Naoki skin if I was going to do that anyway. So like, yeah, I'm not going to bother doing that. Let's just stay true to form and try to climb with Angel Feathers. Obviously, Angel Feathers are not the easiest clan to climb with, but they're also not the hardest. So that's the plan. We're going to be using an Angel Feather deck to climb, get the NOCIELs, get any other Angel Feather related rewards we can get, and then we're going to make some videos about it, basically. So expect a lot of videos over the next couple weeks, and genuinely, in real time, as I upload these videos, we're going to track my progress and see if I can do this. And if you want to join in too, if you want to help out, then genuinely all you need to do is either join the Discord, link in the description, or comment on the video with advice on what I could be doing to grind more efficiently. Because obviously the best piece of advice you could possibly use is use a high tier deck and play very often. But obviously, what else could I do on top of that? And of course, as I do that, I'll be able to use that advice in the videos and spread the love, basically. So anyone who wants to climb a ranked season in future, maybe the next ranked season looks interesting to you, you'll be able to use the technique that I'm doing. And again, admittedly, some parts are going to be easier than usual, some parts are going to be harder. I feel like the fact that Angel Feather and NOCIEL aren't very popular are going to make this a little bit easier for me to climb. And the fact this is such a busy time of year will also hopefully make it fairly easy to climb. So we're going to try to do that. Also, we're not really going to worry about the VP, because basically if we play the game enough to get high ranks, we're gonna naturally get VP anyway, so that doesn't really matter, right? Like, if we're doing this correctly, the VP shouldn't be a problem. And yeah, that's what we're gonna try to do. I guess before we end off this video, I'm gonna show you the deck I'm currently working with. I haven't made a deck profile on this video, a deck profile on this deck yet, because I still don't think it's perfect. Obviously, there is the temptation to just look up someone else's deck profile, and I have looked at quite a few other people's deck profiles. I've looked at Ride My Avatars, I've looked at different fights, and so on and so forth, so I have done the research, but I still don't think the deck is there, right? I still find flaws with every Angel Feather deck I see. I see some people running too many copies of NOCIEL. I see some people not playing any stands, which if you're playing zerachiel, you have to use stands. That's how it works. We're not arguing about, maybe in a future video as I'm climbing ranks we can argue about it, but you need the stands if you're running zerachiel, because zerachiel's whole thing is that she boosts the numbers on the board, and if you're boosting the numbers, then you may as well restand your units. I'm not arguing about this. You don't need the draw power. It's not that important. But this is the deck I'm running, so if you're interested in what a decent looking deck looks like, this is what it looks like. Obviously, I do still think there's some tweaks left to make. And once we've got it to a place where I'm 100% happy with it, some point during this 2 weeks, I will make a finished proper deck profile. And obviously, honestly, at some point, I kind of want to try out Helm. I've only really got Helm in there right now because it's an 11k attacker, rather than using it for its ability. You know, it's a Celestial of 11k. That's worth running in and of itself. But also, I kind of want to try using its ability, because its ability is pretty good. I've used it once or twice before, but I might try making a version of the deck that revolves around that. I don't know if it'll be any good, but we'll see. So basically, there's a lot to kind of cover over the next 2 weeks or so. So that was kind of an introduction, I guess, to whatever this series is going to be. But over the next couple weeks, I'm going to be making a bunch of Vanguard Zero videos where we try and climb rank, get the NOCIEL, try and get the best Angel Feather deck possible at this current moment in time. And that's what we're going to be doing. And of course, we're going to be doing it all with the Rekka skin. If you do it with the Suiko skin, just throw those NOCIELs away. You don't deserve them. That's a joke. So yeah, join me on this journey. Let's see how this goes. I'm pretty excited. This is something I've been looking forward to for a while. And remember, for every statement, there's always an asterisk.